humiliate the same gods with your presence," said Beerus. "Now I understand the meaning of definitive warrior," said Goku. "Bardock's part fills everything in me. I'm a complete alien." Goku would take his fingers to his forehead and disappear from there. "Are you anxious to fight?" said Whis. "We could see it from here," said Vados, using his scapula. "Sister, it is very risky to link your life to his," said Whis. "Don't worry, I know he will win," said Vados. Goku would arrive with Rian. He was ready to fight him. "What did you do?" Rian would ask. "I came to kill you," said Goku. "Please, with this body no one can stop me," said Rian. "Where is the other stuffed Saiyan?" "Here I am," said Goku. "What?" said Rian, confused. Rian would observe Goku carefully. He would finally realize the truth. "Damn bastards fused," said Rian. "Ah!" Goku would scream, expelling his ki to the maximum. Rian would be interrupted by a ki storm. "It's not true," said Rian, disconcerted. Goku, as if nothing, would reach Rian with a punch in his stomach. Rian would cough blood from the force of the blow. "I will have no problem killing Vegeta to finish you," said Goku. "After all, he would do it to me." Goku would throw a great attack of ki at short distance that would wrap the entire body of Rian. This would go several meters away with burns in various parts. When clearing his vision, he would not find Goku anywhere. Where did he get in? Rian would wonder. Suddenly, Goku would appear behind Rian with a kick in his neck. Rian would fall to the ground at great speed. "Damn it," Rian furious said. Rian would throw several balls of ki at Goku. He would dodge them all and reach Rian with a strong punch. Rian would be fired away, scraping his body against the ground, but he would stop his impulse and throw everything at Goku. He would attack him with a rain of consecutive blows, but Goku would dodge the attacks as if nothing. In a moment, Goku would manage to make fun of Rian's guard and connect a powerful punch to his chest. Rian would retreat several meters, scraping his feet on the ground. "It's not true. How is this possible?" Rian would ask. Rian would throw a great ray of ki, but Goku would disappear and reappear a few centimeters from him. "What?" Rian said, amazed. Goku with a hook would lift Rian to the sky. Then he would wait for him to hit him with a hammer blow. By doing so, Rian would fall at great speed. Goku would follow him to attack him, but Rian would react in time. He would turn surprisingly and attack with a great ray of energy. Not even Goku expected it. He would cross his arms at the right moment, covering himself from the attack. "Damn bastard, you'll pay for this," Rian said. Rian would start throwing several attacks, but Goku would dodge them all. "Damn it, you'll be the only one to pay here," Goku said. Goku would disappear and reappear in front of Rian and connect a knee strike to his stomach. Then he would hold Rian by the neck and repeat the knee strike over and over again on his face. Rian would explode a ki ball at close range, and that would give him a chance to get away. "I can't believe it. Is that fusion not over yet?" Rian would ask. "This fusion is forever, so I have the time of the world for you," Goku said. "Idiot, do you think that's all my power?" Rian would ask. "I have Vegeta's body, but it looks like you forgot it." "What do you mean by that?" Goku would ask on guard. Rian would scream, raising his power beyond his limits. He would be able to invoke the ki of a god. "It's not true," Goku said. "I just needed a little time to assimilate it," Rian said. "Now that I understand perfectly how this body works, I can use it with total freedom." Rian would stretch his hand towards Goku. He would throw a rain of ki missiles at him. Goku could not dodge them and would receive the vast majority. "It can't be. That bastard benefits from Vegeta's power," Goku said. Rian would come to Goku with a strong kick in his chest. Goku would stay with the open guard, and Rian would take advantage of it to massacre him at once. "Say goodbye to your life," Rian said. "It can't be," Whis said. "Don't worry, everything will be fine," Vados said. "You can't be so calm," Whis said. I trust him, Vados said. Rian would attack Goku wildly. He wouldn't have any chance. There would come a time when Goku would lose his transformation and fall to the ground. Now I am not calm, Vados said. Champa, let's go, Beerus said. We won't do anything relevant. Those two are way above us, Champa said. Damn it, Beerus said. Whis, if your sister is in danger, you can intervene. No, not like that, Whis said as closing his eyes. If I do it, we both will disappear without the need of Zeno-sama to know. Goku was about to fall. It was hard for him to stand up. It was even hard for him to breathe. Damn it, it was time for you to fall, Rian said. Goku would try to stand up, but he would fall on his knees. I can't lose. I owe it to everyone, said Goku. It's too late for regrets, Rian said. Rian would throw a big ki beam. He would completely lose sight of Goku. Goku, Beerus said terrified. Vados would touch his chest, but he wouldn't feel anything. Sister? Whis would ask. I'm alive, Vados said. How is that possible? Champa would ask. As the dust accumulated, there would be no trace of Goku. It was time for him to die, Rian said. Rian would turn around without realizing that Goku was behind him. With a fist bump on his face, Rian would leave far away. How is that possible? Rian said, disconcerted. Rian, Goku said, it's time for you to pay for everything. Goku was with white hair, manifesting his Ultra Instinct. It's not true, it's the Ultra Instinct, Rian said. Goku did it, Beerus said. Does that mortal have no limits? Champa asked. I knew I could trust him. Goku would expel his power to the maximum and would launch everything towards Rian. A few days after the power tournament, we see Goku fight against Samus. A Samus had appeared from a timeline that had not yet betrayed Gowas, but Samus had discovered what happened to the other timelines and decided to train hard and finish Goku himself. Damn bastard, you caused many problems in the past and you dare to return? Goku furious said. Technically, it is the first time I fight with you. I only studied what my two versions have done and decided to correct some mistakes they made. For example, depending on the dragon's super spheres, Samus explained. Goku would transform into Super Saiyan Blue and attack Samus with everything. What the hell have you done that you have become so strong? Goku furiously asked. What I should have always done, train, he said to Samus when connecting a strong blow to Goku's stomach. Then Samus would make a hammer blow, knocking Goku down and causing him to hit the ground. By the time Goku realized it, Samus had his arms to the sides. Change, Samus would scream. It cannot be, it's Ginyu's technique. Goku would think without escaping. Goku and Samus would exchange bodies. Now Samus was in Goku's body. I cannot believe it, I have Samus's body. Samus would think, Goku, it does not make sense that we change bodies. You have a power that rivals me, Goku furious would scream. I have that very clear. My plan to change body is not to finish you. He would tell Samus to snap his fingers. The original body of Samus would release a strange greenish smoke. It was a poisonous gas that he had prepared. Goku would fall to the ground agonizing, barely managed to breathe. The reason why I changed body with you is very simple, Samus would point out. If I use your body, they will never be able to revive you, nor your soul will be able to come for 24 hours from the beyond, Samus would explain. Damn cheater, Goku said when he lost consciousness. Staying with your body is the way to assure me that you will never return, Samus said as he appreciated that Goku lost his life. Hours later, Bulma, Vegeta, and Krillin would meet the body of Samus. They had seen everything thanks to the warning of Uranai Baba. I cannot believe that I changed body with Goku, and we could not do anything, Krillin said in tears. I spoke with Enma Dio-sama. His soul remains latent in the beyond. If we do not manage to finish Samus by killing Goku's body, Goku must reincarnate in another living being, Uranai Baba explained. Vegeta, do you think you can finish Samus? Krillin would ask. Vegeta would not answer. He would withdraw flying without saying a word. Bulma would begin to inspect the ground. She would find remains of blood. Then she would carefully observe Samus's body. She would notice that Kaioshin's blood was purple, while the one on the ground was red. There is no doubt this is Goku's blood, Bulma said. What do you plan to do, Bulma? Krillin would ask. Hey, old lady, ask Enma Daio-sama if we can revive Goku in another body, Bulma said. Wait, Bulma, are you going to create a new body for Goku? Krillin would ask. I have his DNA. I could create a clone, although I cannot assure that it will happen with his power. We could locate his soul there, Bulma would comment. I don't think it's something so simple, but I will consult it, Uranai Baba said. Some days would pass while Samus had annihilated all the Kaioshin of the two universes, and so their gods of destruction had died. Bulma worked hard to create a new body for Goku. You could see the body inside a capsule full of a green liquid. Everything is ready, Bulma said to the others. Enma Daio-sama says that if they want to revive Goku, let them do it right now. Otherwise, he will reincarnate in another being. There is no more time, Uranai Baba warned. Krillin would use the dragon spheres to ask for his wish. The dragon god would leave the spheres as he always did. Tell me what your wish is. I can fulfill anything, Shenlong said. I wish you revive Goku in the body that Bulma has in the capsule, Krillin would ask. I cannot fulfill that wish. You must ask for something else, Shenlong said, leaving everyone bewildered. It cannot be. Why cannot you do it? Krillin would ask. Reviving someone means giving life. Goku's body is being occupied by another being. I can only revive it in that body. It is impossible since the soul of Zamasu is in it, Shenlong said. Damn it, it was so close, Bulma furiously said. Everything seemed lost until Master Roshi came up with a great idea. What you say is that new body for Goku is already a living being, Master Roshi said. That's right, it's another living being like Goku. It may look like him, but it's not him. Now ask for your wish at once. I cannot stay long in this way, impatient Shenlong asked. Tell me, God Dragon, if we asked you to give Goku's memories to that being, could you do it? Master Roshi would ask. I can do that. I would have his memories like the previous one, Shenlong would answer. Well, that will be our wish, Master Roshi said. I wish you give Goku's memories to that being until the moment of his death. Shenlong's eyes would shine, fulfilling his wish. Goku would open his eyes exalted, would break the capsule with a key explosion. Your wish was fulfilled. I must retire, Shenlong said. Goku was completely naked in front of everyone. Although it was not the same Goku, it was a clone with his memories. Goku, are you okay? Nervous Krillin would ask. Did they revive me by creating another body? Goku would ask. It's something complicated to explain. You'll see, Krillin said, until Master Roshi interrupted. Bulma created a new body because Zamasu still has yours. In that body, we managed to revive you without problems, Master Roshi said. Goku, better put on some clothes, Bulma said, sorry, since she could not continue to see him naked. I'm sorry, Goku would answer when he put on his uniform. Tell me, Goku, what about your powers? Krillin would ask. I'm going to ask you to please move a little away, Goku said. Everyone would move away to give space for Goku while he would explode his ki, turning into a Super Saiyan Blue. Wow, it seems like he is still as strong as always, Krillin said.
Goku would pay attention to his tail. He had the same monkey tail as when he was a child. "Bulma, why did you rebuild my tail?" Goku would ask, somewhat confused. "I rebuilt your body from scratch. It was inevitable that it had a tail. If it bothers you, you can tear it off," Bulma would explain. "No, I'll keep it," Goku said. "After all, maybe it will be useful to me." "And tell me, how do you feel?" Krillin would ask. "As always, why should I feel different?" Goku would ask. "No, for nothing," Krillin said, somewhat off as the teacher would put his hand on Krillin's shoulder. "I think I should look for Zamasu," Goku said when he disappeared with the teleportation. "Master Roshi, why did you lie to Goku?" Krillin would ask curiously. "As much as it hurts us, the true Goku has reincarnated in another living being. We are fortunate to have a Goku with his memories and powers. I don't see the necessity for him to know. It will only hurt him," Master Roshi would explain. "I understand," Krillin would answer, somewhat sad. Hours later, we see Goku on the planet of Beerus. He would be received by Whis, and he would explain what had happened to him. "So Beerus is dead,"
Goku said. "That's right, all the gods of destruction in the Kaioshin have died," Whis would answer. "Is Zamasu aware of all this?" Goku would ask attentively. "We have informed him of what happened, and he said that it is the result of the inefficiency of the gods," Whis would answer. Whis would start looking for Zamasu's trail. He would find him fighting against Vegeta and the other Saiyans of Universe 6. "Wow, there is a very intense fight on the planet Zadala," Whis said. "Well, I'll go there," Goku said, to take his fingers to his forehead to carry out the teleportation. "Remember that now you have a stronger body than before because you just returned from the Tournament of Power," Whis would warn. "It does not matter. I have everything planned," Goku would smile. Goku would use the teleportation to the planet Zadala. He would arrive at the right time since a ray of ki was about to finish Vegeta, and this would divert him. Zamasu would dress in the same black clothes that Black used. "Who are you?" Zamasu would ask. "I am Goku. They revived me," Goku would answer. "Kakarot, did they really revive you?" Vegeta said, agonizing. "Vegeta, thank you for resisting. I'll take care of it," Goku said. "You cannot be Goku. You cannot be revived if I use your body. Goku's soul should be in another living being," Zamasu said, annoying. "Well, the truth is that I do not understand it very well. It is not something that matters to me much," Goku said. Zamasu would throw himself at Goku to attack him. Both would start fighting at the same level. Zamasu would be surprised to see how Goku used the transformation of the Super Saiyan Blue, but even more when he noticed that this one had a tail. "Your tail, it cannot be," Zamasu said, terrified. "Let's say that now I am more complete, so I am more powerful than you," Goku smiled. Zamasu would not think twice. He understood that this body was even better to carry out his plans. Zamasu would stab himself in the stomach and then use the body change technique. With that complete Saiyan body, it will be easier to conquer the multiverse, Zamasu would think. But Goku had everything planned. Just when Zamasu would use his technique, Goku would throw a frog that he had hidden. "It cannot be!" Zamasu would scream, terrified, since he could not stop his technique. Finally, Zamasu had made a body change with a frog. Goku, without thinking for a moment, would step on the frog, killing Zamasu. "It's over," Goku said. "Kakarot, you cheated him." "Yes, in the same way I did with Ginyo in the past," Goku would answer. "What will you do with your body?" Vegeta would ask. "You could get it back if you wanted." "I do not know how to do that technique, and it would not be safe to leave it like that," Goku said when he exterminated his previous body with a ki ray. "I think things will be better this way," Goku said. Meanwhile, somewhere connected to the two universes was the sacred planet. On that planet grew some gigantic trees. Their fruits, when they fell, became Kaioshin, so the previous Kaioshin had been born. But with the sudden death of all Kaioshin, the trees would begin to wither for some reason. There would only be one tree left alive, and it would drop its last fruit, a giant apple 100 times bigger than normal. The apple, when it fell, would become a woman Kaioshin. At that moment, it would be the only Kaioshin alive. The woman would observe her hands carefully. She had been born with the knowledge that she was the only one of her species. A new Kaioshin had been born from the sacred tree. It possessed knowledge about the 12 universes and about the death of all Kaioshin, although its appearance was somewhat different from that of an ordinary Kaioshin. She would carefully examine the remains of the dry trees. If I do not do something, I will be the last and the only, she would think of the Kaioshin. Hours later, she would see the Kaioshin arrive on the planet of Zeno-sama, the king of everything. He was amazed by his presence, but his guardians were alert as they managed to perceive a key outside of the normal for what would be an ordinary Kaioshin. "Tell me what your name is," Zeno-sama said. "I have decided that I will call myself Leoma," the Kaioshin said. "Well, Leoma, as you can see, you are the only Kaioshin. An evil Kaioshin destroyed the others, and together with them, the gods of destruction," Zeno-sama would comment. "I understand that you were born from a mixture of the memories of the other Kaioshin, so I will give you the task of taking care of controlling life in the 12 universes while other Kaioshin appear," Zeno-sama would order. "Great Lord, the sacred tree where we Kaioshin are born has died. Only dead wood and remains have remained. I need to recreate the sacred tree," Leoma would explain. "Then take care of recreating the sacred tree, and then we will see your responsibilities," Zeno-sama said. Goku would arrive with Whis since they had been warned about the appearance of a new Kaioshin. "I'm sorry to interrupt, great Zeno-sama, but Goku insisted that he wants to meet the new Kaioshin," Whis said. "No problem," Zeno-sama said. "Hi, I'm Goku." I would greet Goku. Leoma would be shocked for a moment. Most of her memories were other Kaioshin, and a large part of them hated him. "Delighted, my name is Leoma." I would greet Leoma. "Goku, you grew a tail," Zeno-sama said, amazed. "Some things happened," Goku laughed. "That guy is dangerous. Because of Zamasu he did what he did," Leoma would think. "I can read hostility in your being. It reminds me a lot of Zamasu," Whis would think. "Sorry, I don't want to be rude, but would you accept a friendly fight?" Goku would ask, since he had felt the great level that Leoma possessed. "I think you're being imprudent," Leoma said, somewhat annoying. For a moment, Leoma would remember the memories of Zamasu of the moment when Goku asked him to fight him. "A meaningless fight. It's just a demonstration of the barbarity of your species," Leoma said. "I want them to fight," Zeno-sama would order. "You heard the king of all. If he wants to see a fight, the fight will be carried out," Grand Priest would intervene. "Great," Goku said. Leoma would feel uncomfortable. She didn't want to have an unnecessary fight, but Zeno-sama's desire could not be questioned. Both Goku and Leoma would stand guard, ready to fight. Goku would move at high speed towards Leoma. He would attack with a punch that Leoma would resist when crossing his arms. "How can a mortal reach this level?" Leoma asked furiously. Leoma's ki would increase explosively and would make Goku fly away. "Wow, you're strong," Goku said, excited. Leoma's eyes would turn a strange violet color. Then she would attack Goku with a strong blow to his chest, causing him to cough blood. "Let's see if you learn manners with this," Leoma said. "Leoma is very strong," Zeno-sama said, amazed. Goku would transform into Super Saiyan Blue, since he would have to fight seriously. Leoma was shocked. She felt the ki of a god in Goku, which she would not like at all. How is it possible that a mortal has the ki of a god? That's an insult. Leoma said, furious, while Goku laughed. "Don't make fun of me," she would tell Leoma to throw a ki ball at Goku. Goku and Leoma would begin to exchange blows at the same time. Both had the same power. Something strange is happening here. Kaioshins are not usually warriors, Whis would think. and this Kaioshin seemed as if he had already been born with that power. The fight was still intense. Both gave their all. Although Goku fought for pleasure, Leoma fought with hatred. At one point, Goku would feel a strange sensation. His tail would get tense, and he would begin to grow beady in his arms. "What's happening to me?" Goku would wonder. Fangs would begin to grow on Goku, and he would begin to fight in a wilder way. Goku's power would increase, and he would begin to have advantage over Leoma. "Enough!" Grand Priest would stop the fight, since he would notice Goku strange. "Mr. Goku, are you okay?" Grand Priest would ask. "Yes, of course," Goku laughed, but he would faint immediately. Goku fell asleep, Zeno-sama would point out. "I suffered a fainting, Great Lord. Maybe he's sick," Grand Priest said. Leoma would check Goku. There was something in him that caught his attention. The memories of Sama's would reach her about Goku's death. "This is not Goku," Leoma would think when she made Goku wake up. "This is an insult to nature. It is a living being created artificially, a copy of the real Goku." "I don't know what happened. I thank you for helping me," Goku said. "It's nothing," Leoma would answer, a little tense. "Great Zeno-sama, with your permission, I must retire to recreate the sacred tree," Leoma said before retiring. Leoma felt a great hatred for Goku. He made him responsible for the deaths of all Kaioshins. He considered Goku as a mortal who unworthily possessed the key of a god, and now he would have life thanks to the creation of the human hand, since Bulma had cloned his body. They would spend a few days while Goku trained with Whis. "Has not happened to you before, that mishap you had with Leoma?" curious Whis would ask. "No, not yet. It is strange. I felt that I was going to transform into Osaru," Goku would explain. "But that would not be logical. I need full moon to be able to do it. I warn you something. Be careful with Leoma. I could read hostility in her. It reminds me a lot of Sama's," Whis warned. "Do you really believe it? I thought she was a very nice woman," Goku said. "Just don't trust. It is not normal for a Kaioshin to be born with such overwhelming power," Whis said seriously. Meanwhile, Leoma made a great effort to recreate the sacred tree. With his key, he fed the earth to improve the quality of the soil. Then he would take some of the dead woods and bury them in the ground. After pronouncing some words in the language of the gods, the woods seemed to come to life. They would join to create a small tree. "I did it. The tree is alive. It's just a matter of time for it to grow," Leoma would think. Leoma would give his energy to the tree to grow quickly, but it did not seem to be enough. He needed to absorb vital energy from other living beings for the tree to reach its maturity. "The mortals must pay with their lives for the birth of new gods," Leoma would think. Leoma would create some portals around the sacred tree, thus absorbing the vitality of the mortals from between the 12 universes. The tree grew little by little, but at a huge cost. The mortal life of the 12 universes that little by little was being paid. Goku and Whis would realize how the vegetation died on the planet of Beerus, so the angel would decide to investigate. "Wow, I knew it," Whis said, something annoying. "Leoma is absorbing the vitality of living beings to regenerate the sacred tree," Whis would explain. "What about the Earth?" Goku would ask, worried about his friends. Whis would check the Earth just to confirm that it ran with the same destiny. The plants and animals would begin to die slowly, while the human beings looked very weak. Goku with the teleportation would go to the planet Earth. He would see his friends exhausted. Some of them passed out. Among them was Vegeta, who barely managed to walk. "Kakarot, tell me what's going on," Vegeta said when he fell on his knees. "This looks like a work of a new Kaioshin. It's ending the life between the 12 universes," Goku would explain. "But why? It doesn't seem to affect you," Vegeta would ask. Goku would realize that what Vegeta was telling him was true. Although every sign of life was a victim of the sacred tree, he remained intact. "I don't understand. It should not be like that, but I guess it's fate that wants me to face her," Goku said seriously. Goku would travel instantly to the sacred planet, thanks to the fact that Leoma's key was easy to track for her great power. "Leoma, it will be better if you stop," Goku warned.
If you continue like this, you will end the life in the 12 universes, Goku said. That's the idea, Leoma smiled. Life in the 12 universes needs to go through a cleansing process, just like this tree has just revived so that stronger Kaioshins are born. Life on Earth must end so that other, more powerful life is generated, Leoma said. I will not allow you that, Goku would scream when he transformed into a Super Saiyan Blue and launched against Leoma. Goku and Leoma would begin to fight hand in hand, only this was not a friendly fight as before, but a real fight to death, since the fate of the two universes was in danger. Haven't you wondered, why does the Tree of Life not affect you? Leoma asked. I don't care, Goku said by hitting the Leoma's face. Leoma would clean the blood from her cheek and smile in a dark way. That's because you're not a real living being, Leoma would explain. That doesn't make any sense, Goku said. I was doing some research. You're not the real Goku, Leoma said. That's not true, Goku would scream. The real Goku died and reincarnated in another living being on Earth, Leoma said. You're just a clone. The one with the dragon spheres gave him the memories of Goku. Goku would be paralyzed when he heard the news. Now everything made sense. His tail, the way he writhed, and why the Tree of Life did not absorb his energy. Maybe you're right, but you know what? That won't prevent him from protecting the life of the 12 universes, Goku said, when he threw himself back at Leoma. Goku fights with everything. He was curious about Leoma's words. Again, his tail would get tense and some beady would grow in his arms. Not now!
Goku would think. In the distraction, Leoma would connect a strong punch to Goku's stomach, leaving him breathless. Once I'm done with you, I'll restart all life in the 12 universes, Leoma said when she created a key ball and threw it at Goku. Goku would dodge the attack, but he felt his fangs grow. I must do something. If I transform into Osaru, I will lose control, Goku would think. Goku would join his hands to perform a Kamehameha. That cheap technique will not work with me, Leoma said, making fun of Goku. Leoma would fly in a hurry towards Goku to attack him before he executed his technique. But before he got to him, Goku would disappear. Where did he go? Leoma would wonder, until he realized Goku's true intentions, the tree. Leoma would think terrified. Leoma would turn. She would see Goku very close to the tree. Goku would scream when using his Kamehameha. Leoma would react as fast as she could. It would be just in time to block Goku's attack and save the tree, although it was at great cost. Goku's Kamehameha would connect directly to Leoma's shoulder, leaving his arm motionless. Damn, Leoma said furiously, and Goku would fall on his knees from a strong pain in his chest. Goku was passed out on the floor while Leoma was in a bad state. His arm did not stop bleeding, but he resisted giving up. I am the last of my species alive. I cannot let myself be defeated, Leoma would think. Leoma would support his hand on the ground. The sacred tree would begin to grow rapidly. A gigantic root would come out of the ground and cover Leoma. Then the root would get underground. I just need to heal myself with the energy I have absorbed, Leoma would think when closing her eyes. Goku would open his eyes suddenly. These were seen in white. You could hear his heartbeat loudly. Little by little, his muscle mass would increase while he grunted. He was transforming into Osaru. Goku was in a wild state. He had no use of reason. He would begin to destroy everything around him mercilessly. Although he had no use of reason, he would observe the sacred tree carefully. By instinct, he would go to the sacred tree and tear it from the root. Goku would completely destroy the sacred tree, although Leoma was still underground in the piece of root that had remained. Whis would arrive instantly to help Goku. Wow, what a scandal, Whis said, surprised. Goku would notice the presence of the angel and would go quickly to him to attack him. Whis, without further expression, would move away from him, but he did not expect him to disappear and reappear behind him. Whis would turn quickly.
Goku had attacked with a blow that had almost touched Whis. It cannot be so fast and precise, Whis would think, alert. I had never seen so much power in Goku. Goku would attack the angel with a huge ray of ki opening his mouth. Whis would turn his staff in front of him and deflect Ki's attack without difficulty. Unconsciously, he is fighting in an intelligent way, Whis would think. Goku would raise his arms high and begin to growl wildly. An explosion of ki around him would create a curtain of air so strong that it would ruin the lawn of the place. It will be better to leave him unconscious so that he returns to his original form, Whis would think. Whis would move quickly towards Goku and would connect a strong kick in his stomach. Goku would leave several meters, landing his body on the ground and leaving a large crater under him. I hope I have not gone over with the force of my attack, Whis would think, worried. But to the surprise of the angel, Goku would stand up even with difficulty. It is not possible. I should be passed out, Whis would think, terrified. How much power can it have in that way? Goku would lose his balance and cough blood for the so powerful attack of the angel. Still, it did not seem to calm his anger. Whis would stretch his staff towards Goku. With a great ray of energy, it would cover him, and Goku would find himself unable to move. Goku growls wildly, trying to free himself, but would not succeed. Little by little, Goku would lose his strength and would remain unconscious. It is when Goku would finally begin to recover his base form. Wow, I'll have to rebuild his clothes, Whis said, to use the magic of his staff and create him a new uniform, since in the transformation of Usaro it had been destroyed. Hours later, we see Goku wake up on the planet of Zeno-sama. Whis, Grand Priest, and Zeno-sama themselves were waiting for him to wake up. What happened? Goku would ask when he stood up while holding his head for the strong pain he felt. Don't you remember anything, Mr. Goku? Whis would ask. Now that I think about it, the last thing I remember is attacking Leoma with a Kamehameha. I had hurt his arm, but then I think I fell unconscious, Goku said. You transformed into Usaru and destroyed the sacred tree, Grand Priest would explain. Goku, there will be no more Kaioshin, Zeno-sama said. I'm sorry, Leoma was destroying life in both universes to create new gods, Goku said. We will have to solve the absence of the Kaioshin in another way. After all, Leoma seems to carry the grunt of the Kaioshin, Grand Priest said. We haven't found a trace of her, but it would be imprudent to assume that she is dead. There's something you should know, Goku said, somewhat sad. I'm not Goku, Goku said. Then who are you? Zeno-sama would ask. From what Leoma said, I'm just a clone of the real Goku, Goku said, off. I've asked questions on Earth, Whis would intervene. They had not been able to revive the original Goku due to the body change made by Zamasu. As his soul was in the beyond, that inert state must have reincarnated in another living being, Whis explained. And if you aren't Goku, then why do you have his memories? Zeno-sama would ask. They used Goku's blood to clone his body, and in that body they used Shenlong to give him his memories. Technically, Goku would have revived with his memories and powers. Initially, the clone was to revive Goku, but Shenlong said he could not do it since the clone already had his own soul, Whis explained. Anyway, that seems to be the truth. I'm not Goku, Goku said, off. I don't care if you aren't the same Goku. You look the same and you remember everything. So for me, you are, Zeno-sama said happily. Thank you, Zeno-sama, but I need to know what happened to life in both universes, Goku said attentively. Despite the painful loss of the sacred tree, life is intact thanks to you, Grand Priest said. I'm glad to hear that, Goku said happily. What we have noticed is that the sacred tree absorbed the life of all living beings except you, Whis would explain. Perhaps the fact that he is a clone makes him immune. That's why from now on you will be a key piece for the survival of the two universes. If something like this happened again, we would need you, Zeno-sama would explain. Whis would feel a slight dizziness.
He would almost lose his balance. "Hey, are you okay?" Goku would ask. "I don't remember being so tired for millions of years," Whis said, with difficulty to breathe. Grand Priest would use his crystal ball. He would observe the sacred planet. The tree was now bigger than the planet itself. Its roots connected to different portals to the 12 universes. "This confirms that Leoma is alive," Grand Priest said. "Little Sen, please disappear that tree," Goku said. But he would notice Zeno-sama sleeping on the floor. "Little Sen?" Goku would ask. Whis would fall on his knees. He would lean on his staff since he could barely stand. Hundreds of giant roots would appear inside Zeno-sama's palace. He would take Whis and entrap him. "No, Whis!" Goku said while trying to help the angel, but Grand Priest would stop him. "No, Goku, it's a trap," he warned the Grand Priest. Leoma would be present. Now she looked different. She had red lines engraved on her face. "Thank you, Goku. I no longer need to observe life in the 12 universes," Leoma said, with a psychopathic smile. "Now I can control her." A giant root would attack Grand Priest, but this one with a movement in his hand would split the root in two. The root had Whis locked up. It would completely wrap him, and then the angel would come out with the same red lines engraved on his face. Whis would try to attack Goku, but the Grand Priest would come to his aid, and he would push Whis away with a strong blow. Grand Priest would begin to feel a slight fatigue. He would see his hands and could appreciate how his energy abandoned him. "That's right. No matter how resistant you are, I can't absorb your energy," Leoma said. "Goku, you were our only hope," Grand Priest said. Grand Priest would create a barrier that protected him and Zeno-sama. Then he would create a portal so that Goku could flee. "Go to Earth. You must find the being that reincarnated the original Goku," he would ask Grand Priest just to expel Goku through the portal. Leona would try to knock down the barrier that Grand Priest used, but it was impossible. He fiercely hit the barrier without being able to destroy it. "You can't do anything, Grand Priest. Even if you protect Zeno-sama, he won't wake up until you destroy me," furious Leoma said. "If I attack you, I won't be able to protect Zeno-sama. I won't fall for your plans," Grand Priest laughed. Leoma felt furious. He would attack the barrier with all his strength, but it would have no effect. Then he would order Whis to attack, and so he did. The angel attacked without ceasing the barrier, but without any result. "Whis is under my control, and I have ordered him to attack non-stop. He will attack until he dies if I wish," Leoma would explain. "Would you sacrifice your son to protect the king of everything?" Leoma would ask with a challenging smile. "The fall of the king of everything means the fall of everyone. Of course I would sacrifice my son's life for it," Grand Priest would answer. Meanwhile, Goku just arrived on planet Earth. "Damn, I have to stop her," Goku said. Goku would look for Grand Priest's key to use the teleportation, but something was preventing him. "Damn it, it looks like something blocked his key," furious Goku said. "I have to do something. I can't stand with my arms crossed." Goku would remember that Grand Priest had asked him to find the being in which he had reincarnated, the original Goku. "I don't understand. What could be a living being with few days of life?" Goku would ask. "Goku!" He would listen to Goku's voice of Kaiosama. "Kaiosama?" Goku would ask. "Goku, you don't have much time. You must find the original being that reincarnated the first Goku," Kaiosama would explain. "Without offending, but I doubt that he could do something by himself,"
Goku said. "It will be you who does it, but you need to find it before Leoma does it," Kaiosama warned. "Grand Priest has given me the necessary instructions. You just need to trust me." Suddenly, Goku should dodge a ki ball. When observing where the attack would come from, he would meet Vegeta. "Vegeta, thank God you came," Goku said. But he would realize that Vegeta had the same red lines on his face as Leoma and Whis. "It can't be! It's you, Leoma!" Furious Goku said. "I will not let you look for the reincarnation of the true Goku. I will finish you right now," Vegeta said, being possessed. Vegeta would transform into Super Saiyan Blue and would move at great speed towards Goku. "Damn it, right now," Goku would think, when transforming into Super Saiyan Blue. Both would begin to fight hand to hand, possessing almost the same level of fight. "You damn coward, using the other's bodies to fight," furious Goku said. "Shut up, I only care about you dying," Vegeta said. Vegeta would hammer Goku by throwing him to the ground. Then he would attack Goku with a rain of ki balls, but he would dodge them by teleporting behind Vegeta and connecting a strong kick to his back. "Vegeta, please react," Goku said. "I know you are physically strong, but even more in spirit. Do not let yourself be dominated by Leoma," Goku said. Vegeta would connect a strong blow to Goku's stomach by taking it with the low guard. "Those sentimentalisms will not work. Vegeta now belongs to me completely," Vegeta said. Goku would hit Vegeta with a strong blow to his face, moving him away. But again, he could feel how his body changed. He could feel the power that sprouted inside him, and he saw the fur sprout again in his arms. "No, not again! I must resist," Goku said. Vegeta would move at great speed towards Goku, but Goku would throw him away from a kick so strong that it would leave Vegeta unable to move. Goku would fall on his knees. He resisted losing control. He did not want to transform into Osaru again for fear of destroying everything, and even worse, kill Vegeta by accident. The fight between Goku and Vegeta continued. Goku resisted as much as he could, transforming into Osaru, but the situation was getting more and more difficult. "If I transform here, I will destroy the Earth, and I cannot allow it," Goku would think. Goku's eyes would turn white as his size began to grow. "That form gives him overwhelming power, but it will not allow him to reason," Vegeta said. Goku would again become an Osaru. He was destroying everything in his path as Vegeta observed everything from a distance. Meanwhile, Leoma was doing his best to defeat Grand Priest. Grand Priest was exhausted. He felt the heaviness in his eyes. "Great Zeno-sama, please wake up," Dorging Grand Priest. "He won't," he laughed at Leoma when he pointed out the roots inside the palace. "The blue flowers you are seeing release spores that stimulate sleep. In Zeno-sama they acted instantly, but it seems that you are resistant to them," Leoma explained. Leoma would attack Grand Priest's shield with his giant roots over and over, until at one point he would fall on his knees. The shield would weaken little by little.
Grand Priest lost more and more energy due to the absorption of the sacred tree. At one point, an attack from one of the roots would destroy the shield. "Damn," Grand Priest said as he observed how a root was heading towards Zeno-sama. The Grand Priest would attack the root by cutting it in two, but it would grow again almost automatically and catch Grand Priest. "You are mine," Leoma smiled. Grand Priest would be covered by the root little by little until it was completely covered. Without the Grand Priest who could protect Zeno-sama, everything would be lost. Leoma would catch Zeno-sama in a root in the same way as Grand Priest. "I won," Leoma laughed in an evil way. On Earth, Goku would destroy everything in his path, but 17 would come to help him. 17 would point a shotgun at Goku and shoot a tranquilizing dart. Goku would slowly calm down and his body would begin to shrink again. "Wow, I didn't think it would work," 17 said. "What the hell are you doing, intruder?" Vegeta would ask. Vegeta said. Vegeta would go quickly to 17 with a flying kick in his stomach. When he broke his posture, he would hold him by the neck, lifting him from the ground. "What are you supposed to be doing?" Vegeta would ask when preparing his fist, but Goku would arrive at the right time holding his wrist. "Enough, Vegeta, or rather, Leoma," Goku said. Goku would throw Vegeta away with a punch. "I'm glad you're back to normal," 17 said after giving a capsule to Goku. "They told me about the situation. There is someone out of clothes," 17 said. "Couldn't Leoma control you?" Goku would ask. "I'm an android, remember?" 17 would answer. "Damn, how did you recover your form?" Vegeta would ask furiously. "I have worked for many years with wild animals. I calculated that a tranquilizer would suppress their wild side," 17 would explain. Goku would look at his hand, close and open his fist, then sigh. "I feel so calm," Goku said. "It's because of the tranquilizer. It will last about 3 hours. I'm surprised you're still standing," 17 said. "Damn, I'll end you right now," Vegeta said, transformed into a Super Saiyan Blue. Goku would not even look at Vegeta. The moment Vegeta was about to arrive, Goku expels him away from a simple punch without effort. Vegeta would come out rolling several meters on the ground with an important wound. "It's not possible. He's in his base form," Vegeta said. But he would notice an aura of white color that covered Goku. "The effect of the tranquilizer keeps me so calm that I'm using the Ultra Instinct naturally," Goku said. "Impossible," Vegeta said. Goku would hit Vegeta with a series of consecutive attacks. In a matter of seconds, he would easily defeat him. After finishing Vegeta, his red lines on his face would disappear. "Leoma, it won't take long to get here," Goku said. 17, you are aware of everything. You will know that I must find a being that is the reincarnation of the true Goku." "Of course, and I've already found it," 17 would smile. "What? So fast?" Goku would ask in amazement. "Let's say it was inevitable that he would find it. Not long ago, on the island where he guarded natural life, a monkey that grew rapidly was born. When some predators tried to attack him, he finished them all," 17 would explain. "There is no doubt that he has the soul of the first Goku. Goku, you must touch the monkey," Kaio-sama said in Goku's mind. "Once you touch the monkey, their souls will merge and they will be an absolute being," Kaio-sama would explain. "One moment. How do I know that I can trust you and you are not being controlled by Leoma?" Goku asked suspiciously. "Because Leoma can control living beings. And if I remember correctly, there was an idiot who killed me bringing Cell here," Kaio-sama said, furious. "True, I had forgotten," Goku laughed. "Do not waste more time. Leoma will reach Earth at any time," Kaio-sama warned. Goku and 17 would travel at full speed to the place where the monkey was. A few seconds later, they would see a monkey that was different from the others. He was standing on his lower limbs, and when he saw Goku, he would point it out. "Wow, it's like he recognized him," 17 said, surprised. "So this is the real Goku," Goku would think. "Come on, Goku, do not waste time. Touch it," Kaio-sama demanded, noticing Goku with doubts. "It cannot be." Goku would approach the monkey, but before reaching him, a ball of ki would interrupt him. Leoma had arrived. "I never saw his presence," Goku would think. Leoma would throw a ray of ki towards the monkey, but Goku would manage to deflect it. "There is no doubt, his soul is that of the real Goku," Leoma said with a strange expression, as if the monkey produced disgust. "It's over, Leoma. It's your end," Goku said as he tried to approach the monkey.
but the earth under him would move. The monkey would lose his balance while the earth swallowed him. The giant root would wrap Goku, having him trapped. At one point, the root would catch him hard. You could hear Goku's bones thunder. "Damn, it's very strong," Goku said in pain. Goku would transform into a Super Saiyan Blue to try to free himself from the root. He would increase his ki as much as he could, but he would not be able to free himself. "Damn, it cannot be so strong," Goku would explain furiously. "In case you haven't noticed, the more time you spend, the more life you can absorb, and the stronger I get," Leoma would explain. "The tree of life is growing little by little. It is already giving its first fruits. But now things will be different," Leoma said. "Once life is eliminated in the 12 universes, the first Kaioshins will be born. But we will not create more life. The 12 universes will be inhabited only by gods." "You're crazy," Goku Furious said. "The mortals have been the big problem from the beginning. All the bad that has happened in the 12 universes is due to them and their existence. The best thing I can do is end mortal life and start an empire of gods." "Kaioken!" Goku screamed when using the Kaioken, and get rid of the roots. "I will not allow you to mess with the mortals," Goku Furious said. Leoma smiled with great confidence. He felt that he would have the fight won. Goku would move at great speed towards Leoma, connecting a strong fist blow to his face, but he would barely turn to one side. "It cannot be," Goku terrified would think. "Weak," Leoma smiled as he threw Goku away with a kick. Goku would fall to the ground, hitting himself hard. "Damn it, it's very strong. I need the ape," Goku thought. 17 protected the ape. Leoma's roots did not stop attacking him. "Damn it, it's very persistent," 17 said. Leoma's roots came out of the ground and tried to attack the ape, but in each attack, 17 would defend him using one of his shields.
Only in each attack the shield he used was destroyed, and 17 saw himself in the need to create a new shield every time one was destroyed. "If it continues like this, I will not be able to protect him," 17 would think. In a moment, a root would break the shield that protected the ape, and another root would hit 17, throwing him away. In the distraction, the ape would be unprotected. He saw how a root was heading to finish him off. Surprisingly, the ape would open his mouth, emitting a great kick attack that would disappear the root. "It cannot be," Leoma Furious said. "Stay still so I can kill you." Several roots would try to attack the ape, but this one would jump from side to side, dodging them with great agility. "Hey," I would call to Goku to the ape. "Come here," Goku would ask to get up with difficulty. The ape would try to approach Goku, but the movement of the ground through the roots prevented him. "I'll take care of it," 17 said when he got up. 17 would cover the ape with a shield, and when he kicked him, he would move at great speed towards Goku. "That's it," Goku said, excited. The ape would travel quickly, but a root would go underground and would roll into the ape, catching him. "I will not let you get out of this alive," Leoma said, losing patience. "You are already causing me too many problems." Although the root had covered the ape, a glare was seen from inside. The ape would release an explosion of ki, destroying the root from the inside. "That's it," Goku said when he ran towards the ape. The ape would stretch his hand as he approached Goku. Goku would do the same, but two roots would hold both ankles, making them fall to the ground. Goku's hands and the ape's were about to touch. "Come on, you can," Goku said. Leoma went at full speed to finish both, but at the last moment, thanks to an effort both Goku and the ape, they managed to take each other's hand. "It cannot be," Leoma said, terrified to see how a glare of light covered both. An explosion of energy covered both, disappearing in a flash of light. Leoma would be expelled far away because of the great power. A new definitive Goku would be seen. "Now yes, it's time to finish you," Goku said.
"You cannot with me," Leoma said, furious when attacking with his roots. Leoma's roots traveled at full speed towards Goku, but he would destroy them almost instantly. "Impossible," Leoma said. Goku from one moment to another was in front of Leoma. "This is to mess with the mortals," Goku said seriously. A rain of punches would hit Leoma without her being able to defend in any way. Then Goku would knock Leoma on the stomach, leaving her out of combat. "This is the power of mortals, the power you feared so much," Goku said when attacking Leoma with a ray of ki. Leoma would scream in pain. "I could not do anything. The difference in power was too much. I cannot give up. I cannot lose. Do you not see? I am an absolute goddess," Leoma said. Leoma would attack Goku with a punch, but he would hold his hand, stopping her. "It's enough," Goku said. Goku would stretch his hand and with a simple attack of ki would disintegrate Leoma. Leoma's roots would disappear completely. "You did it," 17 said. "Seriously, you and the ape are the same being?" 17 would ask. "That's right, we are the same person," Goku would answer. "If you excuse me, I must go." Goku would use the teleportation to the palace of Zeno-sama. He would see Zeno-sama and Grand Priest who had just woken up, while Whis was still unconscious. "Wow, you did it, Mr. Goku," Grand Priest said. "That's right. Although it is a shame, there will be no more Kaioshins," Goku said, somewhat sad. On the sacred planet, the Tree of Life was still standing. Several ripe fruits would fall to the ground, and 7 Kaioshins with an evil look would be born instantly. "Goku!" the Kaioshins would scream when raising their ki. Each of them was probably even more powerful than Leoma. What will happen now that 7 new Kaioshins were born? Goku and the others will notice the new enemies? And also, will Goku be able to face these new enemies alone now that he merged with his reincarnation? We will see all this in the next part of this incredible theory. And well, friends, I hope you liked the compilation of all these movies. If you want to see more movies, more compilations, and more parts, leave your like and comment and subscribe. If this video reaches 100 likes, I will upload the next compilations without fail. Without more to say, see you in the next theory.